Hello and welcome to How to Write a Short Film with me, Anthony Hett, the film coach. Today's video is part 3 of our roundtable discussion with our wonderful group of writers. Kristen, what is there a common theme that kind of goes through your work?
Yeah, I said out kind of cheesy stuff. I mean, someone said to me recently that a theme of mine is kind of hope. So I kind of try to tackle kind of deeper themes, but then have that sort of the lasting feeling of hope by the end. But yeah, I don't know, like similar to what Stelios was saying about like characters having their own voice and stuff. I love it when characters are kind of unapologetically themselves and stuff, and like human, as I mentioned before. So yeah, I'm still kind of learning my themes, but I say kind of human connection and hope and stuff like that is kind of what I seem to steer towards at the moment anyway.
David, I know that obviously I know your work quite well and you've got some common themes. You said you've written some scripts that are kind of based on your life, but then you've got some things that are completely different. Do you feel like though that even though you've got, horror and comedy and drama and different genres, do you feel that there's still kind of things that are common threads through your films?
Yeah, as I'm getting older and as I'm doing more and I've sort of found what I enjoy, I have been finding that like I find that I do tend to do more character driven stories, about dysfunctionality, about people that are lost and trying to fix themselves. And yeah, as I get older, I start to look at the people around me and the experiences I've had, and I sort of focus on that. And whatever genre it sort of falls in, it becomes that. I kind of get a little bit frustrated that as a director you're just meant to do one type of thing, like, and you kind of get put in a box, whereas I've done horror sci-fis and then I'll have something that's very character driven and not simplistic's the wrong word, but not a lot happens. It could just follow two people over a day trying to trying to grow. And then so like I think for me it's just whatever I know I've said it a few times, but whatever I connect to, and if I'm enjoying writing it and I want to tell it, that's what I sort of go with. I have found though, even though I love like watching comedies and like big action spectacles and stuff, I don't have the desire to work with those type of stories, which I'm kind of loving. So longer it's like I'll just write any story, and I'm finding as I'm getting older that I know exactly the sort of stories I want to tell. And I think it's an age thing as well. As you get older, there's only so many stories you can tell, so just picking the ones that resonate with you the most.
I think for me, the main thing is my protagonist is always a woman, and always a woman of color, to be fair. And then the stories I love, like horrors, thrillers, comedies, grounded sci-fi, fantasy. So there's always like a strange element to my scripts, even if it is grounded in reality. But I do, I do love it to be a little bit weird in a way.
Cool. I'm looking forward to seeing everything that's going to come out and see what you mean by weird. We'll kind of see what that. So for all of you guys, what would you see as a success? What's a success for you? Because obviously success is kind of different for everybody. And that could be obviously like an Oscar, or it could be just kind of having a broadcast credit, or kind of what that is. But kind of in terms of, especially on the kind of writing side of it, do I think it is important to kind of have like ambitions and goals, and like to be setting things. Kind of might be a good idea to be realistic within that. But how does everyone feel? What is success to you as a writer?
I think for me success is having one of my scripts actually like getting funded and getting it made, and you know, we don't know what the whole COVID is going to be with cinemas and stuff, but still hoping to, you know, getting script made into a film that's screened. And you know, I'm not in it for the money, but it would be really nice to actually get paid to do it, because at the moment, you know, I've got like my sort of side job while doing my shorts, and I think just getting it seen by as many people as possible. But it keeps changing every year. I remember the days when getting my film in blockbusters was success, but that's no longer there. So I guess it's now getting it on like a streaming platform, but that seems quite easy now. I know so many people that have their shorts on Amazon Prime. So it's a tricky question, because it's, the lines are sort of blurred. It's like, is that a success now, getting your short film on Prime? It's a bit of a weird one and a bigger discussion, I guess. But I think ultimately just connecting with people, being seen on the big screen, and just doing well on, like, reviews are quite nice, like getting good reviews and winning awards, because it's a nice symbol, token of all your hard work, and it shows that people liked it. So yeah, I don't know if that's answered it, but
I think David covered almost everything. Ticked all the boxes. But I think because scripts are written to be made, so they're not just, they don't exist. Usually, they don't exist as a pure written form of literature, like a book or a poem. I think the ultimate success of a script is into being made into a film, basically. So I think that that could be a very short film, like in 1 or 2 minute short, or something longer. But I think if the script gets made, it's a first step of success. And then obviously, I agree that since script writing is a full-time job, it should be paid like that. So at some point, if you consider yourself a professional, you should be able to make a living out of that. Maybe not become rich, but if you are putting so much time and effort as you would do in every other job, you should be getting paid accordingly.
Yeah, I think for me, like I say, like goals always change. Like 10 years ago, like, you know, working in Hollywood and, you know, something like that. But I think for me at the moment, like, to get myself into a writer's room and working on a TV show is a goal that I'm actively trying to go for. So the scripts that I'm writing at the moment, you know, I'm using those as like a calling card, because they're high concept, you know, sometimes a little bit grounded, but still very high concept sci-fi horror stuff, which I know in my mind, I know it's not going to get made, but may be able to open some doors. And if I show it to a couple of producers and they like it, so that's my goal at the moment, is to kind of get into a writer's room and make writing my permanent job. Like right now, I've got my 9-to-5 job, and writing is a hobby at the moment. Well, I do it at work, but doing it full time is my goal.
Yeah, I would agree with everything that everyone said. Definitely being able to say I'm a full-time writer, like that is my career. Maybe do a little bit of teaching swimming on the side. But I think, having one of my plays performed in one of the more renowned theatres, like, I don't know, like National Theatre, be amazing. And then having like a show produced like on TV would definitely be amazing. But I think, yeah, it's interesting how everyone said about before, when you're younger, you would think like really, really big, and then as you get older, you get more realistic. But also it's good just to remain hopeful, because there are so many competitions out there that can literally transform your life still potentially. So, and then you hear about so many people breaking into industry so much later. So the good thing about writing is you can do it at whatever age, as long as you've still got the ideas coming. It's not limited. So that's why I feel like it has so much potential.
I hope that you found this video helpful. If you did, then give it a like, leave a comment below and share it with somebody else who you think might also find it helpful. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and turn on notifications so you'll be notified for my upcoming videos. In part 4, the final part of our roundtable discussion, the writers will be giving some advice to all of you aspiring writers out there.